Hello there, viewers. Welcome to my views and news. Thank you for joining the live chat session. Three news stories from the Horn of Africa today in this live chat. Let me welcome the participants. Possum Girma says it's 11:10. Yes, I'm a little late, 30 a minute late, but I said that the time would be 11 according to the time which you are writing. I said it would be around 11. Dark Star here. He says, greetings, Sajid. I read an article, he says, suggesting that Abiy's mention of an alleged coup might have involved General Sadkan. It also says information of the coup could have leaked from TPLF's Adwa faction come. This is the issue which I talked about in a video today, but I told you that people make up stories in Ethiopia. Ethiopian media men, so-called journalists, they made up stories. Believe me, sometimes there is nothing, but they just make up stories for views to make money. I have seen, I don't want to name anyone. I think it's up to people to decide who should be trusted, but please don't believe whatever is being said. On this coup issue, I did a video yesterday. Why? Because people were spreading different stories. Most of the stories were false stories. So much propaganda is being spread, lies are being spread, that sometimes it seems that Ethiopian government is perhaps justified in taking action on those who are deliberately misinforming people. I mean, you are being misinformed. You are the victim. Viewers are victims. They're being misinformed. Hello, someone says, name in Hebrew. Nagash says, you're losing weight. No, my weight, I lost 10 kg when I had gallbladder removal operation, but I regained the weight in a few months. My weight stays around 75 generally. For years, this is what my weight has been. 75, 70, 75 to 80, less than 80. So this is where it maintains itself, you can say. Secondly, I walk a lot, if you call it a lot, I don't know or not, but 15 kilometers, 10 kilometers, sometimes 20 kilometers a day, I walk. I don't put on weight. Here, I look as if I'm losing weight because I shave almost almost twice a week. So it looks I'm younger. I am slim, but I'm the same. Dear Bishop sir, why the early live chat? Well, the live chats are earlier these days. Live chats start early these days because of the time difference in the area where I am. Adib says, hi Sajid, hope all is fine. Yes, everything is fine, Adib. John Spencer here. Average norms. Dr. Abiy is a man without fear, walking majestically in a land of the enemy. Is madness. Well, the man is the most powerful man in Ethiopia. Don't say as if he is a man who is a weak man and strong people are standing up to him. No, he's a strong man, not letting others exercise their legal rights. He is using his authority in a very ruthless manner. Abdullah Harsi joined too, said hi Sajid, greetings from Hargeisa. How are you, Abdullah? How is Hargeisa? Darni says, hello, they do, it's for paying rent. I don't know why they do it, but that's not fair with the viewers, I think. Abraham Micha says, East Africa is in shambles. There is no better liar than Abiy. John Spencer, happy to see you. Eritrea is in the news today. Yeah. Ahmad Abdise says, Sajid, you're pro-Ethiopia empire and mouthpiece of Abiy. Well, Ethiopians don't call me pro-Ethiopia. They are divided on this issue. Some call me pro-Fano, others pro-Ola, others pro-TPLF, etc. General Combs says Abiy is the most powerful man in the Horn. Yeah, not Horn, but at least in Ethiopia. M.O. Soma says Odal state of Somalia. Jafar Jamal joined to say Assalamu alaikum Sajid. How are you today? I'm fine. Jafar, how are you? PE says you have started too early today. This is the usual live chat time these days. We start around this time. There was three new stories. Firstly, Abiy returned from Sudan while Hassan Sheikh returned from Eritrea today. Abiy went to Sudan this morning. After a brief stay of a few hours, he returned to Addis Ababa. Hassan Sheikh went to Eritrea yesterday. He returned today. So what was discussed in these two visits? Any official statements, any joint statements? Secondly, your Somaliland Djibouti tensions are rising seriously now. Djibouti is playing with fire, I think. It is ready to use all the tactics to put pressure upon Somaliland. I did a video 2 days ago. I told you about uh, allegation that Djibouti is training Odal. It is hosting Odal state leaders. It is arming Gadabarsi and Isa youths. Now, another development showing how deep Djibouti is getting involved in Somaliland. Let's start, viewers. Abiy returned from Sudan today. One thing which struck me was the way Ethiopian PM was welcomed in Sudan. He was very warmly welcomed, though Al Burhan and Abiy have not been on good terms. I uh, described that in detail in last night's live chat. Uh, Abiy and Burhan have not been very fond of each other, both mistrusting each other. But when Abiy landed in Port Sudan today, Al Burhan welcomed him personally. Then he drove the vehicle. Abiy was sitting alongside, and he took Abiy from the airport to the military headquarters in Port Sudan. And when Abiy departed after a few hours, again Al Burhan went to the airport to see off the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy. And after Abiy's departure, Al Burhan shared a social media message. He published a message praising the Ethiopian PM Abiy, appreciating his role and thanking him for the visit. So we can safely say the visit ended on a very good tone for the two countries, which was not very expected, by the way. Lobak Dongolo joined. Welcome, Lobak. Why did the Prime Minister of Ethiopia visit Sudan? Why was the need for this type of visit now? Well, I don't have information from the inside. I don't have sources. People said diplomatic sources say this, that. I have only analysis, pure analysis, which I want to share with you. I think that Abiy, Sammy says, I have been following Sajid. It has been a pleasure, best for me. Sammy, Beth, in this first live chat for you. I think that Abiy went to Port Sudan today to tell Al Burhan that Ethiopia stands with Al Burhan. There are two main centers of power in Sudan now: RSF, which is in control of large part of Sudan, and Al Burhan. RSF lacks international recognition. It has no representation at UN, at any other international level. It is the military led government which has a seat at the UN, which has embassies across the world, which is a recognized government of Sudan. RSF is trying to get recognition. It has been in talks to form a government. It could not get any promise of recognition from any quarters. No international power is ready to recognize RSF formed government. Abiy, I think, has realized that it would be almost impossible for rapid support force to get international recognition. And Al Burhan is going to be a recognized leader of Sudan. He went there to Sudan. He told Al Burhan that Ethiopia is not siding with RSF. This is what Ethiopia's position is, by the way. Though RSF is trying to push toward the Ethiopian borders, but Ethiopia is not supporting RSF in any way. And secondly, for Ethiopia, you are the leader of Sudan. We recognize only you as the legitimate ruler. Secondly, he talked about Al Fashaga, that Al Fashaga, still we have claims to it, but we won't admit it. We can take it back now, but we won't. Early he said that you owe 90 million US dollars to us. You did not pay for electricity for 2 years. We have been supplying electricity to you, but we're not demanding this money to be paid immediately, though we would like you to pay as much as you can, but we won't cut off supply of power to your country. We are with you. So this is what Al Burhan wanted to hear, that a country in the region is distancing itself from the rapid support force. Al Burhan wants to ensure that no country in the region recognizes RSF or RSF formed government. RSF is forming governments. So far, local governments in Darfur, etc. It hasn't formed any national government. It could form national government, by the way. By the way, why is PM Abiy telling all this to Sudanese general? Because he knows that international community is not going to recognize RSF formed government. US has made it clear that it wants a government, civilian come military government, military of Al Burhan and some civilian groups. They should join politicians, form a government. This is what will be acceptable to the US, to outsiders, to some Arab countries too. Maybe Abiy felt that it's better to show solidarity with Al Burhan. He will remember that in a time of need, Ethiopia did not support RSF. The sound is not clear, someone is saying. Any problem with the sound? Hassan Muhammad joined from Mogadishu. Sound is okay, Abdi Muhammad is saying. A bit of interruption. Should I change the mic or is it fine? Maybe it's due to poor internet signal quality. Okay, it's better now, John Spencer says. Secondly, the Somalia Eritrea relations. Hassan Sheikh, the president of Somalia, went to Eritrea yesterday. He returned today. What was discussed? Hassan Sheikh visited a facility where Somalia's Air Force members are being trained in Eritrea. He met obviously with Isas Savoki, the Eritrean president. He gave an interview to Eritrean state news agency and he returned. No joint statement issued so far. Minister of Information of Eritrea only said that Eritrean and Somalia's presidents talked about issues of mutual interest and about bilateral cooperation. And Hassan Sheikh, in his talk with Eritrean news agency, said that Somalia was thankful to Eritrea. Eritrea was playing a key role in strengthening, in establishing Somalia's forces. That is what has been said so far about this visit. Then why did Hassan Sheikh go to Eritrea? He did not go there just to visit a facility where my chest would be causing the problem, someone is saying. Let me move it a little. Move the mic to my left a little. So it's hard to believe that Hassan Sheikh went to Eritrea just to visit a facility where soldiers, Somalia soldiers, are being trained. Well, what I have learned is that it was mainly a briefing from Hassan Sheikh to Isas Savoki. Hassan Sheikh government is caught between some hard choices what to do. I mean, on the one hand, the government fears that Ethiopia would recognize Somaliland as a country. On the other hand, it might have to offer, it might have to make a better offer to Ethiopia. What should it do? Should it just take on Ethiopia, stand up to Ethiopia? Or should it offer a lease agreement to Ethiopia, just like Somaliland is offering a lease agreement to Ethiopia? So, and if Somalia offers a lease agreement of port to Ethiopia, how would Eritrea respond? Because Eritrea has been supporting Somalia since the MOU tensions rose. Eritrea never spoke in favor of Ethiopia. It called for resolution, it called for peaceful solution, but it has been hosting Hassan Sheikh, 4 visits from Hassan Sheikh to Eritrea so far. Indirectly, Hassan Sheikh and Afwerki have been in contact. So I think that Hassan Sheikh went to Eritrea to brief Isas Afwerki about talks between Ethiopia and Somalia held in Turkey and second round of talks as well. And what is Somalia up to? What does it intend to do? How to de-escalate? And if it stands up to Ethiopia, what will Eritrea do? How far will Eritrea support Somalia? I think all that came under discussions. Somalia will have to make a big decision by the end of September. The first offer from Somalia to Ethiopia about the use of Hobyo port was not well received by Ethiopia. Somalia will have to offer more to divert Ethiopia from implementing MOU with Somaliland. Before that, Somalia wants to take Eritrea into confidence because Eritrea is Somalia's key ally. Egypt is also an ally. That is why Hassan Sheikh called Egyptian president a week ago. So he's consulting his allies before making some big decisions about the MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. This is what I have learned. Last years, Djibouti now very deeply involved, getting itself involved in Somaliland's internal affairs. Djibouti is aligned with Mogadishu, aligned with Hassan Sheikh government. Today, SSC Khatumo leader arrived in Djibouti. Abdi Qadir is his name. We know that SSC Khartoum administration has split with Djibouti. It is aligned with the federal government of Somalia now. And there was fighting between SSC Khartoum forces and Somaliland military last year, before that too. And ultimately, Somaliland withdrew its forces from SSC Khartoum control areas like Lasanud, etc. Now Somalia is backing SSC Khatomo. Djibouti is backing SSC Khatomo too, because SSC Khatomo leader was seen in Djibouti too, and he met with Djibouti's ports authority chairman. He visited a port too. Is he interested in establish? I think SSC Khatomo controlled areas are coastal areas, if I'm not wrong. So SSC Khatomo maybe wants to establish a port in the areas which are under its control. That is why the leader went to Djibouti to consult there, so that the leader can get uh, information about how to develop a port, what will be required, what is the cost, who could be the sponsors, etc. Somaliland obviously uneasy that Djibouti is hosting both Odal State and SSC Khatomo leaders. Odal State leaders, some which has been calling for split with Somaliland, they're also in Djibouti. And 2 days ago, we heard that close to Somaliland Djibouti border, Djibouti's military is training hundreds of Gadabarsi youths and Somali Isa youths. They're being trained militarily and they could infiltrate Odal zone. So this is what is happening between Djibouti and Somaliland. We've seen some statements too. Both sides accused each other in the past few days. But no de-escalation so far, it seems. Djibouti wants to undermine the Ethiopia Somaliland MOU. It wants to stop the implementation of the MOU. Abraham Micha said, do you think the change of government in Britain will help the MOU? I heard that at least one new minister has been very supportive of the recognition of Somaliland as a country. New minister in the cabinet of the new Prime Minister of Britain. S joined too. S is a member too. Welcome, S. Muhammad Ali says, hi Sajid, I told you about Greater Somalia. Well, Greater Somalia, you heard from Mustafa Umar 2 days ago in an interview. We backed Ethiopia Somaliland MOU. Greater Somalia without Somali region of Ethiopia does it make sense? That is why Ahmed Fiki spoke. He shared a message. He reacted to what Mustafa Umar said, calling for unity, Somali unity. I think it would be difficult for Somaliland to counter Djibouti, but Ethiopia can help a lot. Ethiopia can help Somaliland a lot. I mean, if Djibouti starts open interference in Somaliland, Ethiopia can be the factor for Somaliland to thwart Djibouti's designs. Ethiopia definitely has influence in Djibouti. It supplies water to Djibouti. It supplies electricity to Djibouti. Then some Ethiopian groups can create trouble in Djibouti. Ethiopia is using Djibouti's ports too. So I think Somaliland will have to request Ethiopia to intervene in this matter. As interesting comment, it says Somalia will probably gift Ethiopia with some hectares of land to Ethiopia for sacrifice and to protect Somalia. Yeah, I agree. But for that, obviously, Hassan Sheikh will have to take his allies into confidence. And this is what Ethiopia wants. It wants some sort of lease, a long term agreement, access to sea. What is the status of Al Fashaga? Is RSF control? No, RSF is not close to Al Fashaga. RSF is not in Gidaraf. Al Fashaga is in Gidaraf. Both greater, smaller Al Fashaga, smaller, they're in Gidaraf. RSF could not enter Al Fashaga so far. They are in Sinnar. Kaliyab says, why do you always accuse people of distracting you when they ask you about Pakistan? Because I don't cover Pakistan. I don't know what is happening in Pakistan. So you could enlighten me about Pakistan by making videos about Pakistan. I would be first to watch, do your research, make videos. Let me learn too. Because 29 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat session. 30-minute long live chat session it was today. We covered three topics: Ethiopia Sudan relations. PM Abiy was warmly welcomed in Sudan. The meeting between Burhan and Abiy ended on a very pleasant note, it seems. Hassan Sheikh visit of Eritrea was mainly a briefing. I think Somalia is going to make some big decisions about its issues with Ethiopia. Before that, Hassan Sheikh wants to take his allies into confidence. That's why he called Al Sisi. That's why he visited Eritrea. Thirdly, Somaliland, Djibouti, tensions rising. Djibouti hosting both Odal movement leader and SSC Khatumo leader Abdi Qadir. Somaliland is mad at Djibouti. Djibouti wants to stop the implementation of Ethiopia Somaliland MOU. It's going to play all cards, it seems, to stop this MOU from being implemented. Thanks for watching, viewers. Stay blessed. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye.